Present the
It's go
views or
time.
opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Jason Bible. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Jason Bible.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. It's Monday, August the 14th. I put out a post yesterday. I usually don't do too much posting on the weekends. Went ahead and did a Facebook Live yesterday. Bought 9 houses in 13 days in August. We made some changes to our marketing program. We're buying more houses. So I was chatting with some friends of mine over the weekend, and one of the things that I talk about, but I haven't talked about, I don't think a whole lot of in 2017, is why to invest in real estate. The 2 best reasons to invest in real estate. And this is a perfect time of year to start talking about those things. You know, we're halfway into August here in a day or so. We'll be halfway into August. Kids are getting close to going back to school. How many parents out there? Thank God. They've been a lot of fun, been doing camps and hanging out with grandma and grandpa and all that stuff. Now it's time for things to what I like to call get back to normal. Everybody's back in school. We got our routine. We're doing the Boy Scout stuff and soccer and karate and all that other stuff. So it's nice for things to get back to the routine. But one of the reasons I like this time of year is I feel like you're getting prepped up for 2018. Like what the things that you're going to experience between now and the end of the fourth quarter in your business, your real estate business, are a accumulation of all the things you've done for the last 6 months. If y'all remember back to June of this year, late May, I started talking about how, hey guys, the year's halfway over. I mean, it really is. The things that you are experiencing now are the seeds that you planted 6 or 8 months ago, which would have been the first of the year. So, hey, Jason, my goal this year was 10 houses, and I've only bought 3. Well, let's take a look at the last 8 months and why you only bought 3 houses. It should be pretty simple to see. We make enough offers. Did we make offers the right way so we can get those houses? Did we do enough marketing? Was there enough activity? Very rarely, whenever I sit down and consult with somebody on their real estate business, do I find that they have so much activity, they should have closed more deals. In fact, what I see so much more often, 99.9% of the time, people are not putting out enough effort, enough action. You're not reaching your goals because you're not working hard enough. Football season's upon us. You guys that played football back in middle school and high school know what a joyous time of year this is. You're starting training. They still do 2-a-days. They allow you guys to do 2-a-days. I'll check the Facebook feed. Let me know if they still let kids do 2-a-days, right? Working out twice a day. And then, of course, as you go into football season, you're practicing almost every single day, right? And then you got games Thursday and Friday night. Down here in Texas, most of them are Friday nights. So when you are competing at a high level, and 5A football, 6A football here in Texas, pretty high level. Do you only practice once a day? Or do you practice a couple times a week? I'm sorry, once a week or a couple times a week? You're doing something every day. Working out, memorizing playbook, watching film. I mean, you're working. And you've got to run your real estate business no differently. Let me back up to the beginning of the show here. One of the things I want to talk about, and I'm going to start talking about a little bit more of, is the 2 best reasons to be in real estate. Part of the problem with this show is I just assume everybody's been listening since day one, And so I like to progress. Like I always like to talk about progressively more complex topics, but then I realize that more newer people come on, and they're like, well, what is all? I don't understand marketing campaigns and this. Well, I'm just trying to buy some houses. So today I want to back up. I want to talk about the 2 best reasons to be in real estate. Best reasons. One is retirement. Bar none, one of the best reasons to be a real estate investor is retirement. Saving for retirement. In fact, I'm not even a fan of the term saving for retirement because you shouldn't be saving. You should earn a rate of return that continues to grow. And after it grows, after years and years and years, then you've got this nest egg to retire on. Real estate's a little bit different. You continue to acquire assets or build a real estate business, and it's cash flowing. And then at any time in the future where your cash flow exceeds your monthly debts, you don't have to work anymore. Once you get the mortgage paid for, utility bill, the grass, the insurance, the car stuff, kids' education, once all of those expenses are netted out of your monthly cash flow, you can technically retire. Now, if you want to retire on $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, great. Not necessarily everyone's plan, but great idea. So number 1 is retirement. One of the best reasons to get in real estate, and I think both of these are tied for first place. Retirement. One of my favorite strategies in real estate is you buy a house. You put it on a 15-year note, meaning it's a 15-year amortized note, which for investors, I'd have to ask Daryl. Maybe I can send Daryl a text here at Noble Mortgage. I can't imagine a 15-year note is much above 5% for a real estate investor. It's virtually free. So you get a 15-year fixed rate, 5% note, and you put together a portfolio of, let's say, 20 houses. Somewhere year 7 or year 9, depending on the real estate cycle. Remember, real estate does move in cycles like everything else does. Depending on the real estate cycle, you could sell half of the portfolio and pay off cash the other half. So you could buy 20 houses over the next, let's say, 24 months. That's like a house a month. That's not exactly setting the world of work on fire. I'll tell you that right now. I know it sounds crazy. For those of you who are the first time you've heard this show, we buy 100 houses a year. I know it sounds like a lot. It's not, trust me. First year we were in business, we bought 67. There were 3 of us in the company. For you to buy 20 houses in 24 months, that's not a lot of houses. Now, first couple of houses are kind of scary, right? I mean, you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to figure this whole real estate thing out. You've got somebody like us who's walking you through it. And after that, it's just rinse and repeat. Truth be told, here's one of the secrets about real estate. It's actually pretty boring sometimes. It really is. It's the people that make this business fun. For me, it's going to the networking events and teaching. For our sales staff, they love meeting with homeowners. It's like that's the part of the business that is fun for me. The actual real estate is really boring. Ask any of the folks that are in our group and all that. If it was just moving a house from one side of your desk to the other, that's not real exciting. Although seeing how that impacts your personal balance sheet's exciting. The people are really what makes it a fun business. Very different for those of you who have come from traditional corporate environments. Real estate's kind of a freak show. It's great. You get to meet all kinds of really interesting people. So first reason to get in real estate is retirement. Bar none, retirement. What are you going to do when you're ready to retire?
2 minutes.
I've got article after article here I'm going to read when we get into the next break about problems in retirements and retirement accounts. Let me give you that second reason, again, tied for first place, to be a real estate investor. And that is what I like to call Plan B. A lot of y'all that listen to this radio show are healthcare or oil and gas, and we have a number of banking financial folks, but mostly oil and gas and healthcare folks. We are all, and I was a healthcare guy, we are all highly specialized at what we do. What happens when what you do turns into the next buggy whip? In other words, the companies that were selling buggy whips went out of business when the car was invented.
1 minute.
Highly specialized. How about elevator attendants? When people figured out how to push their own buttons, those guys were out of business. Plan B. Meaning, what happens if you lose your career? Not just your job, your career. What's Plan B? Got to have a Plan B. We get back from the break. I'm going to talk more about the 2 best reasons to be a real estate investor. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase?
2 minutes.
You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to
30
create
seconds.
our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817
Hot mics
and look
in
for us on
5,
Facebook
4,
Live at
3, 2,
facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Talking today about the 2 best reasons to be in real estate, and they're tied for first place. Retirement and your plan B. What is plan B? Plan B is, I've got this great career, I make great money, a law changes, a product's no longer offered by our company, and now I got to go find a job. I got to go do something else. It happens all the time. What's plan B? Do you have built up in your portfolio cash flow producing real estate or a real estate business that can get you through the hard times? Or maybe you just decide you want to do real estate full time, and that's a perfect time to do it. But what's your plan B? Plan B is important because plan B is the difference between here and retirement. And there's not a whole lot of companies that people are working at these days that, you know, the employee works there for 50 years, they get their gold watch, and then off to the sunset of retirement. That's not what happens a lot anymore. It's pretty rare. More uncommon, someone is rifted, they're let go for whatever reason, they are no longer doing this division, so they let everybody go, and then you got to find the next gig. But the reality is you've got to have this plan B. Got to have retirement, got to have a plan B. So what's your plan B? What's your retirement? And then on top of all this stuff, some of y'all are sending kids to college, and you're paying for it. We got 3 big expenses. What happens if I lose my job today? What's plan B? Then what am I going to do about retirement? Before I get to retirement, if I've made a commitment to pay for my kids' college, how am I going to do that? And I'll tell you, there's a lot of y'all that are at or near retirement that were under the old system, and that is a pension program. And I'll tell you right now, and I don't want to scare anybody to death, but that's exactly what's going to happen here. Let me put it that way. There are a significant number of pensions out there that are completely underfunded. And I'm not talking about municipal pensions or state pensions. I'm talking about corporate pensions. There's an article right here. Here are America's most underfunded corporate pensions. I'm not going to go through which companies are underfunded. I don't think that's really important. You can find this article by searching for it. Again, let me give you the title. Here are America's most underfunded corporate pensions. Courtesy of the guys over at Zero Hedge. When was this? I know it was July 21st, 2017. I remember reading this article. Great article. However, what a lot of people don't understand is what happens when a pension has a problem. It's in crisis. I'll tell you right now, a lot of American corporate pensions are no different than Social Security. In other words, they have to have a large workforce in order to fund the pension of current retirees. That's how these things work. I won't go as far to call them a Ponzi scheme because there is actual money in some of these accounts, but there are a number of these corporate pensions where the liabilities nearly outstrip the assets. What a lot of people don't know is what happens when a pension is in receivership. In other words, the liabilities exceed their assets. Well, they get handed over to the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, an entity that's set up to manage pensions where their liabilities are about to exceed their assets. Now, what ends up happening? Great example here. Gentleman who's a retired iron worker. His monthly take-home pension was cut by more than half, from $3,700 a month to $1,600. Basically, when a pension is handed over to the PBGC, they are then in the process of renegotiating pensions with the beneficiaries. And I can tell you right now, what they get paid, their monthly pension, doesn't go up or stay the same. It's a reduction because they don't have the cash to pay these folks anymore. Remember, they're taking dollars from current employees to pay for people who are retired today. Are there some savings in there for a rainy day fund? All that depends on the pension. But by and large, it's the current employees that are paying for the retired folks' pension. And when business is down, or a lot of these businesses, some of them have sold and relocated overseas, it becomes increasingly difficult to meet those pension obligations. So even though you may be in a pension, oh, Jason, it's a big company, been here for 100 years, whatever. Oh, it's fine. Be careful. There are a lot of these companies that were doing really, really well for decades and all of a sudden aren't. And they're having to renegotiate what these pensioners are receiving in their monthly checks. One of the biggest reasons that I got into real estate is because I didn't have the control over my retirement when someone else was managing it. It's real easy for me to go out, let's say the neighborhood I live in now wouldn't be great for rental properties, but I can literally go a mile or two from the house and I can buy a little rental property, 1,100, 1,200, 1,500 square foot rental property that cash flows a few $100s a month. And there's multiple ways that you make money in rental properties. The tenant's paying down your mortgage. There's some tax benefits. And there's some appreciation. These houses are not getting cheaper. In fact, if y'all have watched any of my Facebook Lives this past summer, while we were traveling around the countryside, I showed you guys some of the areas where new construction is taking place. And I don't know a single place around the Houston metro area, actually between Houston and Pensacola, Florida, because that's the furthest we drove. Everything else I've been in a plane for. In fact, I'll be up in Idaho this weekend, driving from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene. We're playing golf with a couple of buddies this weekend. So I'm going to have my eyes peeled between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, looking for new construction. And I'm willing to bet there's virtually no new construction for houses priced below $200,000. What's that mean? It means if you or a landlord, I would get my hands on every piece of real estate. It's a single-family house below $200,000. Why? Because they're not making any more of it. And truth be told, I don't know if they're ever going to. Cost of construction is way too expensive to build real affordable housing anymore. So you can go to a neighborhood within a mile or two of where you live, and there are probably houses priced below $200,000 that would make great rental properties. Here's what I knew from a retirement standpoint. I could go put $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 down on a rental property. It would cash flow me a couple $100 a month. I'd have some equity in that asset, and I could sell it anytime I wanted. Single-family real estate's relatively liquid as compared to commercial real estate. But if I put $20,000 into an asset and it's cash flowing me $300 a month, it's $3,600 a year, I made a pretty decent return. What's that, 16, 17%? So from a retirement standpoint, I was cool with buying 2 or 3 of those a year.
2 minutes.
Buy 2 or 3, buy 5, buy 10. And what's amazing is real estate solves 2 of those big, scary problems. And in a lot of cases, the third. Plan B, what happens if I get laid off and my career is something the market no longer rewards. You get rifted, lose a job, whatever. Real estate solves the retirement problem. What am I going to do in my old age? Heck, a bunch of paid off real estate take care of that. You can blow whatever you got in savings. I mean, really just own 20 rental properties free and clear. You can do just about whatever you want. And then the third thing is saving for college. How many of y'all have kids going to college right now? $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year.
1 minute.
Be sure easy to pay that off with some kids, or pay off the kids' college with a couple of rental properties. 10, 15, 20 of those, you're not even sweating paying for college. That's the amazing thing about real estate. It solves a lot of problems. You just buy it and you cash flow it. And the best part is somebody else manages it. If you're doing this business right, all you're really doing is looking for the next deal. You're not putting tenants in there. You're not getting the calls in the middle of the night. That's somebody else's job. That's your property management company. You're just buying the next house. We get back to the break. We're going to talk more about retirement and Plan B. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents.
Hey, Eric, I'll get to your questions here in a minute.
To getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive,
All right, 2 minutes,
you
Jay.
could lose
All
a
right.
deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are small returns
All right,
getting in
30
the way of
seconds.
your
Okay.
retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook
All right,
Live
Jay.
at
Hot mics in 5, 4,
facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Got a couple questions here on Facebook. At what number is passive monthly income considered passive, or does it just depend on the person and their goals? So passive income starts at property number 1 for landlords. If you're going to buy a house and rent it, that's considered passive income. You know, that's a passive income play, if you will. So that starts at house number 1. If you're going to build like a flipping business like we've got, you know, when do you consider running a business passive income? Well, it depends. How big's the business? How much time do you spend in the business? A lot of folks don't talk about building a real estate business that other people run on your behalf. You know, if you get big enough, the business really runs itself. You pop in every now and then, make sure things are still running, stuff's getting done, and then you go on to the next thing. So that depends. You know, is it 20 houses a year, 30 houses a year, 40 houses a year? There's a magic number out there that does depend on the person. So to give you an example, what I find with most landlords and with most flippers, they can get to about 20 or 30 houses a year, meaning they're buying 20 to 30 houses a year. Same with wholesalers. But when they really want to crank it up to more than that, you really got to start to get into the 50, 60 house a year before you start to get some, you get a little bit more leverage with the type of people you're hiring. Maybe is a better way to put it. In other words, at 50, 60 houses a year, you can bring on some staff to help you manage the business. So you're not having to manage every little detail of the business. But it also depends on the person. If you're building a wholesaling business, it could be a little bit smaller than that. If it's a rental, if you really are aggressive on rentals, you want a couple hundred of these things, might be a few more people than that. It just depends. But it's as passive as you want it to be. Let me put it that way, depending on how fast you want to grow. How many years do you think Social Security will be around? I think it's going to be around forever. I'm not one of these folks that says that Social Security is going to disappear. I think they'll just get to the point where Social Security checks are just going to be an absolute joke. I mean, they're not. It's not great now, but I think we will always have Social Security. It just depends on whether you'll be eating, dog food, so to speak, and living, a subsistence lifestyle. That's really what it is if you look at Social Security and a lot of these government programs. So it'll be around. Social Security is not going anywhere. You may not be able to live off of it, but it'll still be there. So real estate fixes the two biggest problems, and that is what happens if you got to find another job? What happens if you don't have a job? What's your plan B? That's what we call that. What's your plan B? And retirement. And I'll tell you, folks, you don't have to buy 100 houses. You don't. You got to buy a couple a year. It's consistency over time. How many houses do you need to retire? Well, let's say you need to make $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. Houses are making, what, $500 a month on cash flow? So you need 20 houses. Do you have to get them all this year? No, not if you don't want to. Can you buy 20 houses in a year? Absolutely. Depends on how quick you want to retire. I hear a lot of folks selling, retire in 5 years or less plans. That's not real hard. Buy 20 houses over 5 years, that's 4 houses a year. That's, like I said, that's not exactly setting the world of work on fire. That's one house a quarter. If you're doing rental properties, you can buy a rental property depending on the rehab. Most rehabs I see for rental properties don't exceed 30 days, but let's say it exceeds 30 days. Let's say it's a 45-day rehab. The day you get the keys from your contractor that the house is done, you should be handing those keys to the tenant. I mean, literally, contractor just finishes punch list, which punch list is, those last couple of items that need to be fixed. And they are handing the keys to the tenant. I mean, literally, the paint is just now dry in the house. There shouldn't be any time from the time that you finish the rehab to the tenant's moving in. And you should start the rehab as soon as you buy it. So you've now owned this house for 45 days. There's a tenant in there. House is cash flowing. Day 1, day 45. So a quarter is 90 days. So the other 45 days, you can then look for the next house that you have to meet your next quarter's goal for. Remember, we want to buy a house every quarter. You can easily manage this business where you're picking up a house every quarter. Just one after another. If you want to buy more than that, great. If you want to buy less than that, it's fine. But a couple houses a year. Our CPA, he's a nationally renowned guy. He's written a ton of books. And one of the things he always tells all of his clients, I don't know how many thousands of returns that his firm manages, but it's taxes for a lot of people. And he said, you know what? Even my non-real estate people, they're not even in real estate. He said, I tell them to buy a rental house a year. Just one rental house a year. He said, over time, and remember, this guy looks at thousands and thousands and thousands of returns and balance sheets and income statements and all. He's like, look, I just tell them, just buy one house a year. Just one. You don't have to buy 50. You don't have to buy 300. Just get one a year, every year. Keep your emergency money in your emergency account. What do I need for 6 months? And then you're doing your other retirement stuff. We don't, one day I'll get into that, what we do outside of real estate. But you got your stuff outside of real estate, or you've got your pension, you got your 401k, you got all that other stuff. And then he says, look, just buy one house a year. Just buy one house a year. If it cash flows enough with a 15-year mortgage, great, do a 15-year mortgage. If it doesn't, that's okay. Put it on a 30-year mortgage. One a year. Just one a year. As soon as you're able to afford to, when you get in the world of work. Is that in your 20s, 30s, 40s? Hopefully it's somewhere in the 20s and 30s. And just every year, just buy another house, buy another house, buy another house, buy another house. What happens after 20 years? Oops, you own 20 houses. 20 years goes by quick. Let's say you were to buy 2 houses a year. and you're like 30. Buy 2 houses a year. By the time you're 40, you got 20 houses. And buying 2 houses a year is, like I said, it's not a lot of work. When you're at that low volume, it's not a lot of work. It's really not. Maybe 100 hours a year, 80 to 120 hours a year of just looking for a really good deal. That's if you want to do no money out of pocket deals. We haven't even talked about that today on the radio show. I'm just talking about putting $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 into a real estate deal that makes you a couple $100 a month. We haven't even taken this to the next level when you don't even put your own money into them. How many houses we want to buy doing that? Now, you got to have some money and you got to have some credit. I'm not going to be one of these guys up here that tells you this business is no money or no credit. You can do it, right? You guys heard from Erica and Tiger on Friday. They were talking about starting out, no money. It's tough. And that's exactly what they said. They're like, I don't want to do that. Again, that was not fun. I think I had Colby on here a month or so ago. He's another guy, started out with no money or no credit. Can you be successful in business with no money and no credit? Yeah, but you better like 18-hour days, because that's what it takes. The people who make it no money, no credit are, you got to have an incredible willpower. I don't recommend doing real estate that way. I always recommend people, hey, look, if you don't have money or credit, let's fix the money or credit problem. That's a real easy problem to fix. It really is. Let's fix that, because usually it's maybe a combination of not enough income and too much expenses. Or it may just be somebody's got a budgeting problem. It's pretty easy to fix. So let's fix that before we go into real estate. But once we got that sorted out, now let's go buy some single-family houses. Can you buy single-family with no money out of pocket? Yes, absolutely. I had Daryl Dyke on the show. Was that last Thursday? It was Thursday or Tuesday. But last week, we talked about it.
2 minutes.
How do you do deals with no money out of pocket? Simple. Buy them at least 80% of value. No money out of pocket. Free rental properties. How many houses can you buy if you have no money in them? You can buy as many as you have time to go buy. That's really the question. It's not infinite. I hear somebody, oh man, you can buy an infinite number of houses. No, you can't. You can buy as many houses as you have time for. You want to buy 10 a month? You can buy 10 a month doing that. You want to buy 2 a month? You can buy 2 a month. You want to buy 2 a year? You can buy 2 a year doing that. 80% loan to value. Right now, the way the rules are written, and this isn't always the case, we've got some context that we can do a little bit more than this, but most lenders will tell you they can do 10 in their own name, in your own name. So 10 in your name, and let's say 10 in your spouse's name. So you got 20 rental properties with a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at what? 5%, 5.5%? It's free money. Or how about this? If y'all are like I am, I really liked where I worked. In fact, where I'm going this weekend, I'm going to hang out with all these guys I used to work with. Great group of guys. Loved what I was doing. I was so worried about retirement, I wanted to start building a real estate portfolio, and I had to get really active. But how many of y'all buy 10, 15 houses, 20 houses in a couple of years and just keep the houses and keep the job because you like what you're doing? No reason to quit your job. We get back from the break. We're gonna wrap up today's show talking about retirement and Plan B. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911
today?
or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Good morning, everybody. Don't see
Are
any
you looking
questions.
for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property?
Well, yes, I
Then
am,
call
Jeff.
Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead?
All right,
If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Rehab loans, conventional loans, FHA, and no-income documentation loans can seem scary unless you have the right mortgage company to guide you through the process. Since 2003, Noble Mortgage has been helping investors just like you. Whether rehabbing houses, buying your first home, rental, or commercial property, Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing. Call Noble Mortgage at 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. It's decision time, guys. Up to you. You want to stop worrying about retirement and what your plan B is? Make a decision, show up at one of our events? Or are you going to continue to have that nagging fear in the back of your mind? What happens when I lose my job? What happens when I'm 55 and I'm still not close to the number I need to retire? What am I going to do to pay for the kiddos' college? You can keep worrying about that, or come to one of our events. Learn how to run real estate like a business. We've got an event coming up this Thursday. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. How to find money for your deals. We'll be talking about where to find it. Private money loans, owner finance, subject to, hard money loans, bank lines of credit, long-term financing, all that stuff we'll talk about at the event on Thursday. 2 weekends from now, not this weekend, but next weekend, is the weekend retreat in Dallas-Fort Worth. It's $300 for general admission, $1,000 for the VIP. The VIP folks, you get to hang out with Tom and I, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We'll also have a little happy hour time after dinner where we can talk about all your real estate things. That's very limited seating because we want to make sure that Tom and I get enough time with everybody during the VIP sessions.
2 minutes.
Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. We'd love to have you guys out there in Dallas. Fun retreat. Oh, by the way, the VIP folks get to ride around in a bus and get to see some houses. We try and get houses that, with our students, I think Allison's probably doing it again this year or this month, but we try and get houses that were just bought in the middle of rehab and just finished a rehab. That's what we really try to go for, so you guys can see the various stages of a rehab taking place. Houses are always different because we're always moving inventory in and out. Our students are always moving inventory in and out. So if you go to rightpathrealestate.com, you can sign up there. If you got any questions, send an email to support@rightpathrealestate.com. That's Veronica. She'll be happy to get you all sorted out. support@rightpathrealestate.com. Can't wait to see you guys in the next couple of weeks. We got this event Thursday. Don't think we think we have one the week before. Then we'll have that weekend retreat. And then, guys, that's it for August. We'll be in September. The best time of year to get into investment-grade real estate is the end of the third quarter and fourth quarter. The best time of year. We're about to enter the best time of year to be investing in real estate. I know that's counter to what everybody's taught you, but this is the best time to get into real estate. If you want to get in now, now's the time. It's so much fun this time of year.
20 seconds.
And the weather's nice. So what better way to go look at a house when it's not 100 degrees outside and the air conditioner doesn't work? Go to rightpathrealestate.com. Tom will be on the show tomorrow. Build your team Tuesday. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, Jay. Have a good day.
Great. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio.